begin to show.
Hey guys, welcome to a tutorial on how to get started on Retail Tycoon. So welcome, Big Granny Zuzuzu here, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So anyways, let's get started. So Retail Tycoon is a game where you must start with like a really small kind of rundown store, and then you have to start selling items and start running your own store. So let's get started here. You start with $5,000. So this is very important. You only have $5,000, so you may panic. So you're very limited on money. So either start with a self-checkout or a register. Let's just do a standard register because it is cheaper. It does take up more space, but oh well. So a tip with the register is that you can control these registers, and you can also put another, like two right next to each other. That way you can control two at once. So that will be really useful for that. So next, this game's pretty simple. It's not that hard to do. Do not focus on decorations or management yet. That's a waste of money for you. So what I want to talk about right now is the cheaper the item is, the more you can buy of it, and like if you run out of stock, it's not going to be that big of a deal because you can still buy it up. But as you can see here, like look at this. Sodas are only like $10 a piece, but they sell for 20. Like look at all this, but. So you want to start with like the cheap stuff first. But let's go ahead and place a clothing rack and also a freezer, and then we can put like soda and stuff in it, and we can also like sell. Let's just sell food and clothing for now. So we have $1,800 left. So let's go ahead and buy 25 sodas. So basically you want to stock up on stuff first, and then you'll start making money. And then we need some clothing. And the more different items you sell, the higher chance you have of selling something to somebody because they want it. And then next, this is like one of the shelves that you can kind of decide what to do with it. So let's just sell regular food, I guess. And so, look, we have customers coming in, and they're starting to buy stuff now. So just stock everything up. Try to get a full stock before you start moving on to other things. That way you always have a backup plan. So right now we have a pretty good store going. This is a pretty good start for $5,000 right here. And you can get a better start than I can if you think of something else better to do. I've also seen people remove their walls and roof, but in the long run you do have to pay more for it. So as you can see, they're purchasing items right now. And if we go to the Manage tab, usually kids don't find what they want. So now this guy's buying a shirt. So I just made $80 off that. So this money adds up quick, especially when they start buying stuff. You're going to start out real slow. When you do this. So next is upgrading stuff. So this is pretty simple. The bigger your sign is, the more customers you're going to attract. I'd recommend you get a small metal sign fairly like a couple minutes when you join the game. Don't focus on it yet. Gravel lot is not that expensive either. 5 spaces for $2,500. That's pretty good. And you can also expand your land. So you can just buy more land like that, and wouldn't really have enough money to do that. So you just keep going on and on. And then for the building tab, once you do expand your land, you can like place down flooring. You can also place down different ceilings and windows. You'll at least need flooring to make your store work. Just flooring. I would say don't focus on cosmetics at all, especially if you're poor. Like if you're starting out, you're always going to be poor. But as you can see, I'm already making a pretty decent amount of money. I'm not spending any money right now besides the restock stuff. So let's go ahead. And I recommend when you do start this game, you don't really want to sell like tablets and electronics. A lot of people make that mistake because you're paying so much per item. I understand that when a customer buys something, you'll get a lot of money. But here's the thing. Not many customers buy the expensive stuff. So therefore, you're just kind of pushing yourself out of luck. Alright, so next let's get display shelf so we can put video games on this. Video games are pretty good because you can hold a lot of them on one shelf. And they're fairly inexpensive and you make good profit off them. Again, you make profit off of pretty much everything. But, again, it's pretty easy to restock it, stuff like that. It's fairly easy to manage everything. You just go through like that. Also, there's a new update where you can, I think this is an older server actually, but there's a new update where, you could, okay, never mind. But anyways, There was an update where like the stores and stuff, they had a lot of lag, so it runs through your computer now. By the way, here is your options. You customize your store, customize your decal, your name, stuff like that. Here's the boring part about starting out your store. I do, like, pretty much when you get farther, you do want to get cashiers. So if I was to buy a cashier, you can do that. You're going to lose a lot of money since you don't make a lot right now. So you have to pay $200 to first hire him. They basically work like a real player, and then you have to pay $20 every minute. So you can see that after a while, you'll lose a lot of money. And as you can see, I'm already out of clothing, so it sells pretty well. And we're already almost out of sodas, so we have to restock those. So just keep on restocking, and you'll gradually get up there and make money. But since I'm paying for a worker, I might be actually losing quite a bit of money right now. That's another thing about self-checkouts as well, is not only they're more expensive, they do take up less space though. They're slower, and they only take 3 customers. Registers take 7. So that's what's kind of cool about them. So shelves, they sell toys, food, electronics, and candy. So electronics being the most expensive, and then toys, food, and candy is about the same. This sells bookshelves or books and video games. Freezers sell soda and freeze food. You can choose which one to do when you click manage, by the way. And then you can get restockers to automatically do that. When you get further on, if you do want to do automatic restockers, you have to get a storage rack. So I recommend making an inventory room, and then you have to hire a restocker and make sure you have supply so those restockers can go to items like that, and make sure that they're managed to have an item on them already. I know that sounds like a lot, but you'll pretty much get the game once you get started, and it gets pretty easy beyond here. So yes, we do want to restock the sodas. Again, have a good stock, that way you have a cushion just in case something happens, you lose money, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty hard to do that, but again, just have a cushion, that way if you like buy something, you don't have enough, then you still can make money because you have items there. So when you do expand your sign in parking lot, you're going to get a lot more customers. So right now, this is pretty low efficiency because this register is always idling, and there's not many people in general. But I think that'll be pretty much it. So I guess I could show you how to build real quick. So let's say I delete this square right here, and then what you do to build is just click the item you want, place it down. So that's flooring. Do the same thing as ceiling, except it's up there. If I was to delete this wall right here, you know, you just buy a window and you place it like that, and you'll know how to place it once you buy more land and such. So that's pretty much all there is to this game. Again, good luck to you guys. I hope this helps you out. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, or if you wanna add something onto this. This probably isn't the best tutorial overall, but it's I would say it's very helpful for getting started. I hope you guys thought it was helpful, and I would be really glad to hear that it was good for you guys. And make sure to check out my Let's Play series of this game as well. We have a big store running. It's a lot of fun, and so I'll see you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. Make sure to check out my channel, check out my playlists, check out my social media, check out my other videos. I know I got a lot of stuff to check out there. Trust me, I got lots of cool content for you guys. I mean, we're about to hit 1,300 videos, for God's sake. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.